Why do millennials and Gen Zs think so differently about money? Hi, I'm a chartered accountant and let's understand. It's not because one generation is smarter than other, but they were raised in completely different economy. Millennials were raised with the mindset of you'll have to study hard, get a degree, get a stable 9 to 5, buy a house early, save consistently. They were raised with a low risk appetite and high job security mindset. Somewhere along the way, people also started believing that constant work pressure, less family time, and sacrificing personal life was very normal. But honestly, back then, some of these decisions made sense because jobs felt more secure and houses were relatively affordable. Social media wasn't influencing people 24/7, and people weren't constantly comparing lifestyles online. So automatically their mindset became security first. And now for Gen Zs, they grew up in completely different world. They watched inflation rise, layoffs happen everywhere, AI taking over jobs, and creators become millionaire from their phones. At the same time, social media exposed them to the entrepreneurship, travel, financial freedom, startups, personal branding, and people making money online. So Gen Z started thinking कि भाई एक salary से तो कुछ नहीं होगा. That is why this generation is more interested in multiple income streams, such as content creation, freelancing, personal branding, investing, startups. Thinking about their spending habits, a millennial will spend more on house, family security and long-term assets, while a Gen Z will spend more on experience, aesthetic, travel, fashion, mental, physical health. Millennials were taught work hard for security. And a Gen Z believes work smart for freedom. Millennials entered their 20s thinking we'll work hard now so life becomes stable later. Whereas a Gen Z entered in 20s thinking I want to live my life in 20s and 30s and not wait for my retirement. One generation sacrificed their youth for stability, which honestly wasn't wrong for their time. Other generation wants financial success while still having time for travel, experiences, freedom, memories and actually living in present. Gen Zs face something that millennials did not face at this scale. That is constant pressure and extreme competition. Because when your entire generation grows up online, success becomes visible every single day. Honestly, the strongest mindset today is combining millennial discipline with Gen Z adaptability. Okay, now tell me, what's the most Gen Z or the most millennial thing you have done with your money? I'll go first. Saving all the money and then spending it on all aesthetics. Bye!